I see you gather before me. Hungry, terrified, clutching your babes to your breast. Emperor Emir has marched his legions into our lands, laid siege to every fortress from here to the Blue Mountains. Rabid and ravenous, he bites and bites away. Men of the North, you stand at the precipice. Your kings have failed you, so now you turn to the gods. And yet you do not plead. You do not kneel to dust your heads with ash. Instead you wail, why have the gods forsaken us? We must look into the trials we failed long ago. In a time past, our world intertwined with another through an upheaval scholars call the conjunction of the spheres. The gods allowed unholy forces to slip into our domain. The offspring of that cataclysm was the nefarious force called magic. Yet we did not banish it, instead studying the vile arcane for our own power and wealth. And the monsters at our door,
ay, ¿cómo está, hermanito? Gracias por venir, hermano.
This conjunction. The trolls, the corpse eaters, the werewolves. Did we raise our swords against them? Or have we laid this burden on others? On so-called witches. Stray children taught the ways of foul sorcery, their bodies mutated through blasphemous ritual. Sent to fight monsters, though they could not distinguish good from evil. The flicker of humanity, long extinguished within them. Yes, their numbers have dwindled through the years. But a few still roam our lands, offering their bloody work for coin. To this day, they shame us with their very existence. The North bleeds, flogged by war. The battles are the gods' whip, chastisement for our sins. And let us not forget the terrors, the scourges from beyond our world. The wild hunt rides the sky with every full moon. The Dark Raiders abduct our children into lands unknown. Some say they herald a second conjunction. Can we chart a course back into the light? Will we find the strength to banish the mages from our kingdoms? Unite around the warmth of the eternal fire. Nigh is the time of the sword and axe. None will fight this war in our stead. Nigh is the time of madness and disdain.
searching for the witch Ciri had quarreled with, Geralt ran into an old friend, Kira Metz. The sorceress told the Witcher about a masked mage. Ciri had seemed to have taken shelter in his hideout. The Witcher set off to find it, with Kira in tow. Ciri had never reached the elven mage, yet the wild hunt had. The ghostly retinue was one step ahead of Geralt, or so it seemed. The Witcher felt it always lost, until Kira gave him a new lead. The Crones of Crookback Bog.
Hola, ¿cómo está mi cafecito cubano? Martínez Díaz. Hola, buenas tardes, mi amigo Jimmy. Bendiciones. Bendiciones para usted, hermano. Gracias por estar por acá. Rof Alba dice, ¿dónde está Gillian? Rof Alba dice, saliendo amigo cuando me bañe. contento porque mi mujer va a hacer unas pupusas hechas en casa. Uf, rico. A veces este juego pasa de que estoy perdido. Pero deja ver buscar dónde estoy. Ah, caray. Ok, ok, ya. Estoy ubicado, ya.
Whoa, whoa. This here's a toll crossing.
By what right?
By the right of a prick up your backside, wise ass. Pay up or stop fucking swimming.
Con el derecho que me sale de los huesos, sabiendo, paga o ya puedes empezar a nadar. O sea que me van a mandar. ¿Le pago, lo hipnotizo o lo mato?
Let me through.
Right, move on. Road's open.
See, you're a man well travelled. So tell me, don't beat me when trying to speak. We're off. What's new in the broad world?
Vamos en busca de los huesitos. buscar los huesitos. Encuentra los huesos del espíritu atrapado bajo la loma de los susurros con tus sentidos de brujo. Creo que esos son los huesos.
Strange bones. Don't seem human to me.
Ahora calma un caballo salvaje con la señal de Axe y monta.
Come on. Slower.
Ready. We can start.
Lay bones amidst the feathers. Place all beneath my heart. My heart you must pierce, and bring the steed.
Saw bodies of women and children in the woods. You've killed people who are no threat to you.
The wood killed them, for nature is blind. Death is never more than death.
Saw bodies of women and children in the woods. You've killed people who are no threat to you.
The wood killed them, for nature is blind. Death is never more than death.
qué decisión.
Saw bodies of women and children in the woods. You've killed people who are no threat to you.
The wood killed them, for nature is blind. Death is never more than death.
I offer raven feathers.
Vamos a
Once I was
confiar.
free, I shall be free once more.
I offer your remains.
Once I was flesh, I shall be flesh once more.
What's on your mind?
Solved your problem. Just in case, though, avoid the Whispering Hillock for a while.
Cannot be. Where's something lurking there?
Not sure what was lurking there, but it lurks no more.
What did you do, Witcher?
Went up the hill, took care of the problem. The details are my concern.
Aye, truly said. I knows naught of such things anyway.
The crones, or the ladies of the wood as you call them, said to remind you about payment. Take it you know what they want?
Aye, I do. Give me the dagger. Be back soon.
There's payment. Take it to the ladies, will you?
What the hell was that?
'Tis our pact. You're a stranger, you don't know life here. It's honest pay for their protection.
So, all those ears in the woods.
Put it out your mind, master. You soon be leaving, and we must tarry on, our young'uns and their young'uns after 'em. No gods nor masters watch over Velen. The land is no man's. He who wants to survive must seek his own protectors.
Sheathe your weapon, young man.
He's even lovelier in real life.
In real life, you're different than you were in the tapestry.
Well, bring it here.
You can bring it, not ugly.
Never seek to cross us again.
We shall forgive you this transgression, for you've done well. Your children are plump as piglets, sweet as caramel.
But now we must talk to our white-haired friend.
I know that mark. This is Anna, the wife of the Baron of Crow's Perch.
She belongs to no man.
A fruit ripened in her womb. A fruit sprouted from seeds sown by a man she detested.
We helped her. She agreed to serve. She bears the mark. She is ours. Come. It is another woman who interests you. Speak, white-haired one.
¿Quién no? ¿Quién no? Cuando se da un baño así, bien rico. Y más con esta calor que viene ahora.
You looked different in the tapestry.
We're all dressed up just for you. If you only knew how much time we spent in front of the glass.
Do you desire us?
You know why I'm here. You know what I want.
You shall dream of us and return for what you reject. They always come back.
used me to tame the Whispering Hillock. A lot of work.
Not free, brave soul.
Did you destroy the evil powers? Have you brought peace to our domain?
I freed the spirit trapped in the tree.
Hear that, sisters?
Traitor!
She took the children. Put her.
We made a deal. I was supposed to help the villagers. I held up my end of the bargain. They're safe now.
So, a mockery you chose to outwit.
Whose spirit was trapped in the tree?
That of one who once cheated death. You freed an ancient power.
It will rise again. Elsewhere, beyond our reach, blood will flow once more.
What foolish things men sometimes do.
You used me to tame the Whispering Hillock. A lot of work.
Not free, brave soul.
Did you destroy the evil powers? Have you brought peace to our domain?
I freed the spirit trapped in the tree.
Hear that, sisters?
Traitor!
She took the children. Put her.
We made a deal. I was supposed to help the villagers. I held up my end of the bargain. They're safe now.
So, a mockery you chose to outwit.
What did you need the children for?
Need? We? They needed us? Our care.
You exposed them to great danger!
We cannot help them because of you!
Leave it, sisters. Everything in its time.
Our deal. I did my part, now you do yours.
A word once given, we never break.
The girl. Mousy blonde. That's what they call it.
Thin as a rail, terrified, exhausted. She could barely stand, the poor thing.
We cared for her as best we could.
Like she was our own daughter.
Wasted affection. She proved a very naughty girl.
Mischievous, stubborn, and selfish.
The young woman I seek never hurt anyone without cause.
You've not seen her long. She's changed for the worse.
Why'd she attack you?
Hola María,
buenos
buenas tardes.
Wrath consumes her.
Deben ser las 4 por allá, ¿no? Dando adelanto, ya liberé a la bruja, ahora estoy con estas 3 aquí hablando.
Don't believe you. They say you always keep your word, so tell me everything, exactly as it happened.
We shall tell you, brave boy. We knew someone special to arrive. We let feasting there. Saw the omens.
We would glimpse her likeness, a mirage in a blood. She came from the lower swamp.
We knew not at first it was her the omens had spoken of.
A child of the elder blood. The soul seed that will burst into flame.
She fell into our hands. Elder blood.
The blood of the traitress. Does she sleep?
Like a lamb.
Come, sisters, no point in dawdling. The table's set. The cauldron bubbles.
We cannot. You know she is meant for him.
Imlerith will get her. He will, but not whole.
Well said. We'll just have a sample.
I'll take her feet. Lovely. Plump. Perfect for a broth.
I can taste it already. Very well. Get on with it.
Oh, you'll regret that, girl. Regret it dearly.
Come back. Come back. Come back.
You shall one.
A child of the elder blood. Simple berry tracks.
Sip. La famosa City. Pues si se acuerda, María. El caballo ese es el algo que estaba atrapado. Qué raro que lo vi ahí el caballo. ¿Y cómo está la más bloqueada de YouTube? Bienvenido.
Tried to kill her. Tried to butcher her like an animal and eat her.
Her blood. The taste brought back memories of our youth.
Elder blood. Extraordinary girl. But you know that.
Esas son las 3 del cuadro.
Such a shame she fled.
She escaped you, but I'll find her. We'll come back here together and kill you.
Your return, you shall. Our fates are bound.
And one will die. But it shan't be one of us.
Now you shall chase shadows and wander midst fog.
Each time you see her, she will be a mirage.
And if you find her,
Perdón, bienvenida.
You, handsome knight.
Very soon.
La más bloqueada de YouTube. Pregunta retórica. ¿Por qué te pusiste así? No hay problema, María Espinosa, claro que sí. Ah, la más bloqueada de YouTube se borra lo que escribo, no sé por qué. Si es muy ofensivo las palabras, se pueden borrar automáticamente.
Crawl back under your rock.
Claro que sí, María. Te voy a ver si le ayudo a mi señora a hacer pupusas. Claro que sí, la más bloqueada de YouTube. Vamos a darte llave, vamos a darte confianza. Te voy a dar punto de confianza, ¿ok? Todo suyo. Solo nada más te pido es portarte bien y darse. Igualmente me ha bloqueado de YouTube. Muchísimas gracias por pasar por acá, de verdad te lo agradezco de corazón. Sinceramente. Yo todo esto estoy anotando, créanme.
Honor in the fatherland.
Seems that medic's running late, Knowles.
Easy, I know her. She'll shout. Soon as she does, her slaves are slaughtered.
Perdón, bloqueada.
I'm looking for Tamara, the Bloody Baron's daughter. Your brother said I'd find her here.
Está bueno.
Wojtek sent you, sir.
How else would I know she was here?
Wait a moment. I'll fetch her straight away.
You're looking for me, and who might you be? My father sent you?
Yeah, to see if you're still alive. And well. I'm Geralt of Rivia.
I'm quite alive and extraordinarily well, Geralt of Rivia. Better than I've ever been in this rotten life of mine, and now that you've seen me, I bid you farewell.
Wait.
We've nothing more to talk about.
Got every right to be angry at your father, but he's worried about you.
I have a right. Thank you kindly. So good to have the approval of his hired thug. And my father worries only about what to get soused on next.
You're right. Your father's a jackass.
Glad we agree. But in that case, why are you helping him?
Because he knows something about someone dear to me. Promised to tell me if I found you and your mother.
Got it. A bit of blackmail. Just his style. Well, now you found me, you can tell him I'm alive and I'm never coming back.
Before I agreed to look for you, your father told me his version of events. Tell me yours.
Mine? It's dull as life amidst the swamps. My earliest memories are of a drunken father lying under the stairs, caked in mud and clutching a bottle. Next dozen years, pretty much the same. Father would drink, disappear for days, then come home in a rage and send furniture flying. Thank the gods for war. I was glad every time they sent him off. And the quarrels. I remember him screaming at Mum, the thuds as he beat her, then her sobbing. I'd hide under my bed and long for silence. That's the long and short of it. Multiply by 19 and there you have my life. Finally we'd had enough, Mum and me. He crossed the line and we fled.
I don't mean to pry, but I know your mother had a miscarriage.
His doing? He shoved her, she fell, that's how it started. We were alone, no one to help, blood everywhere. Worst night of my life.
Sorry. Must have been hard for you both.
Mum was in shock. She was raving that it was better this way, that she never wanted the child. Must have had a fever. She was losing blood the whole time.
She didn't want the child?
Said she'd sooner cut open her gut than bear another child from his seed.
Before I agreed to look for you, your father told me his version of events. Tell me yours.
Mine? It's dull as life amidst the swamps. My earliest memories are of a drunken father lying under the stairs, caked in mud and clutching a bottle. Next dozen years, pretty much the same. Father would drink, disappear for days, then come home in a rage and send furniture flying. Thank the gods for war. I was glad every time they sent him off. And the quarrels. I remember him screaming at Mum, the thuds as he beat her, then her sobbing. I'd hide under my bed and long for silence. That's the long and short of it. Multiply by 19 and there you have my life. Finally we'd had enough, Mum and me. He crossed the line and we fled.
Vortex said some monster carried off your mother.
That is what happened. It was enormous, twice the size of a bear, but much quicker and more agile. It grabbed Mum before we could react. Now I don't even know if she's alive.
Your mother's in Crookback Bog. Seems quite happy, actually. Though I think she's not quite right in the head.
What? She lives! I must go there at once and get her out!
Wouldn't recommend venturing into the swamp.
I've made my decision. Won't let anyone talk me out of it.
What will you do now?
Find my mum.
You realize that might not be that easy.
Don't worry, I'm not daft enough to believe I can do it alone. I've got some new friends now. Powerful friends. They'll help me.
Who are these friends, if it's not a secret?
No secret. Heard of the Church of the Eternal Fire? A priest helped me contact the Redanian witch hunters. Righteous, brave men. They'll help me.
Hence the candlesticks in your room. So you believe in the eternal fire?
Once the heat of the fire has set your heart aflame, it gives you strength and leads you down the path of truth for the rest of your life. I hope it'll bless you with its warmth one day.
Thanks. Thing is, fire's tricky. It's easy to get burned. What about your father?
Who? Oh, him. I don't care. I won't go back to him. That bit of my life? Forgotten it already.
Well, well. A witcher. Never thought the Baron would stoop to hiring a monster slayer. Though I hear you're good at tracking things down.
Glad you know who I am. Haven't introduced yourself, though.
Graden, witch hunter in the service of His Royal Majesty Radovid of Redania. I'm certain you've heard of us.
Rings a bell.
If the Bloody Baron sent you to fetch his daughter, you'd best face it. You will fail in your task.
I appreciate your concern, but I don't need it. As for Tamara, she can make her own decisions.
Noble of you. A killer for hire abandoning his bounty for the good of another. The hunters and the Church of the Eternal Fire thank you. So the Baron hired a witcher to find his daughter. Interesting.
Desperate fathers have been known to do a lot to find their daughters.
Unexpected from a witcher. I thought your mutations cleansed you of humanity. Stripped you of emotions.
You don't need mutations to strip men of their humanity. I've seen plenty of examples. Where are you gonna take her?
Tamara must rest. She's had a harrowing experience. When the warmth of the Eternal Fire has restored her strength, we shall see about finding her mother.
Hope you know what you're getting into.
I've never been more certain. The Eternal Fire is the best thing that could happen to me.
In that case, good luck.
Thank you for respecting my choice. Farewell.
on my way.
Your kind spreads disease. Defeat isn't a desertion. Feisty, eh?
His
Just like you
Majesty King
red
Radigan is a stern ruler, but a just one.
Have we not met before?
Quiet down.
Point.
Oh, I remember you. What'll it be?
Mind if I have a look? A round of Gwent?
Why not? But you know my rules. High stakes, always.
I'll play on your terms.
María, volviste, me fui a bañar. Nice. Sí, vamos a darle el punto de confianza, a ver. Quiero saber algo, una cosa. Pero la mínima cosita, pues, you know. A eso me refiero, ayer estaba antier, ¿fue? O ayer, no me acuerdo. Sí, sí, así es. Decía hombre, pues mujer. So, estoy ahora a ver curioso, quiero conocer algo de eso. No, no, vuelvo y digo, yo usualmente sé a quién doy. Y créeme, yo lo de registro esas cosas. Ay, ay, ay. Ay, María, creo que no vamos despidiendo, que voy a ayudar a mi mujer a hacer unas pupusitas. No sé si grabarlo o no. Voy a ver. Pero cuando se hacen eso, hay que ir a moler y todo eso. Ya voy a perder anyway. Ahí está. No, no debería trabajar, diría, es placentero para mí ayudar a mi mujer, so, me gustaría. Wow, ¿de verdad? 1 año y medio, wow. Me imagino que eran ustedes bien cercanos, que quizá lo estimaba mucho. Espero que todo vaya perfectamente de acuerdo como se debe hacer. Con Diosito adelante siempre. By the way, your English very good, Maria. Nice, nice, nice. A veces yo soy like, I can read very perfectly in the English, but when I'm talking, oof. Very, very bad. Very, very bad. But sometimes, you know, I can... People understand me when I speak slowly or something like this. When I make me take me the time, or when I make me translate in my mind. Yes. Pero no, así es, María. Bueno, la voy a dejar, voy a tratar de ayudar a mi mujer ahí. Creo que voy a terminar esto aquí ahora. Pero si quiere volver ahorita, o si no está, si está libre antes de ir a ver a su amigo. Créame, yo dejé porque realmente el inglés no se entra a mí. So dejé que dejé que entre solo. So like sé un poco, no que si sé, oh, sé inglés. It's like little when I speak, but when I read it, I read more perfectly. Pero la parte fuerte mía es cuando ya he hecho IS2, so quedé en el 2. No, claro que sí, no, yo diciendo si es el caso, pero realmente no se preocupe. Claro que sí. No se preocupe, María, créame, de corazón. Hablando de eso, tuve que dejarle pausa. Sí, ya está, ahora está. Bueno, María, me despido y en la otra persona que está ahí también me despido. Cheveroski. Oski. So let me see if I puedo leerlo. I do try when I can sincere, I harder always a practice. If I can now today, I will be tomorrow if you do. Then see you tomorrow then. Of course, Maria, see you tomorrow. Claro que sí. Have a nice trip, Maria. ¿Cómo se quita esto? Oh, ya.
Perhaps you should come back.
Deja que ponga